Everyone just bear with us for a quick second for an intro.
Not Move Podcast presents the Ringside Rewind, your weekly Whiplash recap of everything happening on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown.
Every twist, every pop, every powerbomb, we're breaking it all down.
If it shook the ropes, we've got it. Stream it everywhere you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, it's Robert with the Not Move Podcast. I got with me two very special guests, Alan Williams and Selena Vega. I just said it wrong.
Please allow me, Robert.
That's my nephew. Don't worry. That's my nephew.
We are here.
You're nervous.
With the original.
Yeah, I got nervous.
Hey, please allow me. I consider this an honor. Allow me to welcome the original the original Tio, Mr. Los Boricua himself, Mr. Savio Vega. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hey, don't worry. Selena is my nephew, so don't worry.
Oh, see, I didn't. I'm sorry about that, man.
That's good.
So, Savio Vega, man, and Alan Williams, real quick, do y'all have any promotions, and would y'all like to shout out y'all YouTube channel for us? Let everybody know about it.
Yes,
Savio,
of course.
go.
I have the company in Puerto Rico, International Wrestling Association, IWA Puerto Rico. Yeah, you could go on YouTube and type IWA Puerto Rico, and right away it's gonna be the letters right there. Subscribe. Every Saturday at noon is a new show. Sometimes come on time. Sometimes because the editing and whatever we have in mind come out a little late, but it's there every Saturday and at noon. And it's a bunch of videos there. You could go check. Of course, different times in the States, but Puerto Rico, we never change the time. We always stay in the same time. when United States change 1 hour, we stay the same. We never change. Go there, subscribe, IWA Puerto Rico, and you could hit the in settings, the clock caption, and you could put it in English, and you could read what the guy's saying in Spanish. So, don't miss any episode of what we doing here in Puerto Rico, IWA Puerto Rico.
And
Savio, if I may. Yes, sir. Savio, if I may, as well as being involved in IWA, how is it that you see that promotion? Is it this something that you're just continually looking to grow on your end, or is this something that you're using more as a development to have the younger wrestlers grow so they can continue to craft not only to help build that brand, but go on to other heights as well?
Oh yeah, we're doing both. Well, I mean, we're looking for higher grounds, and see new talent. It's a bunch of new talents here in Puerto Rico and in the States. Imagine we have a couple of weeks ago some guys from the States, Miami. We have Miami guys. We have from Denver, I believe, was some other guys come down here. And then next week? We have a guy that coming from the States too. I mean, we have people coming in and out. Iowa, we have one of the champions from Iowa was here 2 weeks ago too. I mean, we're looking for talent to come down to Puerto Rico to perform and here in the island. It's another experience for them because what I do is I check on them. If I see something that they have to fix it, hey, I'm there. I'm there with them, talking to them. Advising them, and young guys, they're hungry. They wanna grow up. They want to do something here in this business. Hey, I'm there for them. They're welcoming to, in IWA Puerto Rico.
Yes, sir. So everybody, make sure y'all go support them, man. Go subscribe to ICW.
IWA.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to ICW Puerto Rico.
IWA
Puerto Rico.
It's International Wrestling Association.
Puerto Rico.
IWA Puerto Rico. Y'all go subscribe to IWA Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
All right. So Alan Williams, do you have any promotions or your YouTube channel, your Instagram that people can go subscribe to?
Well, no, my Instagram is right there, Allen_Williams45. But my thing is about wrestling,
Alan, I think your mic is mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, yeah, this
No, we can hear you. I don't know. I can hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear him. Somebody's breaking up though.
Okay.
Yeah, the sound is like something's weird in the sound.
Yeah, I hear it too. But can you hear me now?
Hold on. Yeah, we. Zip, I think it's you.
It is? All right, I'll be right back. Just give me a second.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's not you. Actually, Savio, I think it might be you.
I'll come back in.
Me?
Yeah, I think it's you,
me.
Savio.
Okay, let me go out just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out.
Okay. All right, y'all. Technical difficulties. Y'all give us 1 second. We'll have it back up and running. Alan Williams will be right back. So Savio Vega will be right back, man. This is amazing, y'all. NMP and Zip, we're doing big things. Zip, I actually want you to run it, man.
Yes, sir.
Can you run it tonight?
No.
I'm nervous.
The only thing I don't have is the actual the match breakdown.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you the match. I'll tell you the match, and I'll break down the match, and you just go from there.
All right, so you want me to run it, but when we get to the match breakdown, you'll take the lead then?
Yes. So
Hey.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, and also, you got any questions for him, man, that you want to ask him?
Oh man, I got it, man. We are ready to rock.
We're gonna start off with asking him questions instead of talking about the releases. We'll save the releases for another day. We'll talk about.
Okay.
We'll talk. We got some questions for him. So.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's a lot better. Whatever it was just like a screeching sound.
Yeah. Let me see, Savio. Let's see. Come on, if you want to come along.
Savio, man.
Why you so nervous? Don't be nervous, bro. Like he human. Don't be nervous.
You know what? He's just a dude. Puts on his shoes one at a time.
Exactly. He wipe your ass just like you wipe your ass, right? Being honest.
It's all. You know what? It's good though. It's good that you feel that way because at least you know what.
Yeah. Now he knows. Like, but let me tell you something, man. I know Savio a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so just be yourself, be regular, and just talk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, he was on Backlash with Bad Bunny. Okay, he's the legend. Lost but weak was Nation of Domination. That's right. You know,
that's right.
But that's Savio. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing him in 2 weeks. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, so I'm going to Puerto Rico.
You're going down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, are you gonna? Just so I know, are you gonna be assisting him? Oh, we're back. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, he's back.
There we go.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. So let's actually get into this, man. Zip, I actually want you to start us off. We got some questions for Savio, man.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Take it.
I'm here.
Savio, if you will, let us know a little about what is it like when you were actually being somebody who now does more than work just behind the scenes for a promotion versus being part of a major promotion. I don't want to just say major promotion, but a company like the WWF at the time. Now the WWE versus now being in that behind the scenes man. What's the contrast? What's the difference like?
Well, the one of the things you have to sweat anyway. You have to sweat either way. You're gonna be behind the scenes like we're doing right now, working with this promotion, which is great, and it's gonna get better and better every week. AAA and WWE with what they doing. Um, it's and by the what 97 maybe 97 98. I work behind the scenes too. I was in the front of the camera and behind the camera too, working with them, doing Super Astro when Raw. I have the chance to sit down at the table when Raw was one week live, 1 week tape. So I learned a little bit there. I'm exit the company by 99. We opened in Puerto Rico. Was talking about what almost 30 years later. I'm back with them, thank God, and thanks to Triple H, man of his word. Uh, and working with this company is great, man. Triple A have great talent. Uh, um, all these Mexican guys, they're great. I have the chance to work with the dad of so many guys there, their uncles, and see their sons of the nephews uh, in the ring now. I mean, make me proud, make me be the Tio Sabio, the uncle, uh, of, of, of them, and all these kids, they're not kids, of course, but all these guys, they are very professional. They are hungry. They want to make it big time. Their work is phenomenal. Every week or every time that we go there and do television, I mean, it's something new to learn by both sides. But it's a great opportunity for the new talent. Uh, it's something new with the WWE in doing Spanish uh, uh, at this level. We did Super Astros 30 years ago, with Vince. That don't go nowhere because the television don't want to pay the money that Vince asked, so he closed that. So 30 years later, here is, in different level, big time, with more experience, with more uh, people with experience in different matters, uh, especially television. You got the guys, the new blood inside that ring, working hard. Like I say, they're hungry. They want to do. They listen. That's one of the best thing that this crew have. They listen and they deliver. And of course, by the hand of uh, Mark Calloway, Undertaker, Jeremy Borich, working there, the Triple H and the crew. I mean, it's going to be a lot better every time, anytime soon. You see, keep watching. You're going to be happy to.
You know, Savio, I've got to tell you, man. I've got to ask. You sound like you're having a lot of fun working with the young guys. So, are you enjoying working with the young guys even more than you were being a wrestler itself?
Especially these guys, they already have 10, 15 years of experience. They've been working in Mexico already. Some of them have 20 years in business. And they're young, man. They're, like I said, they're hungry. I mean, it's no one with attitude there. No one. Everybody is willing to work to break their back, let's say it that way, to make it better, and go one step forward, or one step up all the time. It's a fantastic crew. The guys behind the scenes, the agents, working with this crew. Telling you, it's every week that we go there, it's getting better and better. And we have few months, we that I know. I don't think it's a year yet, and keep watching, guys. Keep watching. You see. We're gonna get the number one brand.
Now, Savio, I got a question for you, man. I'm gonna give you 3 stars that came up from NXT, and who do you think is gonna be the fastest rising star out of these 3 stars? Trick Williams, Oba Vimi, and Javon Evans.
Javon. I love Javon, but Obi. Damn.
Good talent, great talent. You know, I mean, WWE right now with the Performance Center, they have a bunch of guys there training. You know, like I say, hungry to make it big time. The NXT talent, great talent. I have the opportunity to be there. Behind the scenes, and brother, you have gold there. Right now the company is of course in another level, but working with talent. You have some trainers that have in this business easy 40 years in the business. They know what they're doing.
Yes.
They know how to train these guys, and of course the guys and the girls are willing to do whatever to make it big time. So yeah, I mean, you have those 3 talents right there. They're good guys. They're great guys. They're doing good. So let's see what happens in the future.
That's right. And one last question, if I may. It's different. The industry is different now than when you came in, because when you came in, it was, I believe it was still the end of the territory days when you had first gotten into wrestling. So my question is, when you look at how the WWE has their performance center versus being able to travel, to different territories and different areas and learn different techniques from each area you go to, do you think that there's a bit of a difference in these younger guys? Like, it seems to me if they only know the WWE way of doing things, which is fine, maybe they're not being as well-rounded as they would somebody who goes to who's in Puerto Rico one day, Japan the next week, England the next time. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody who's learning from picking up different pieces of building their wrestling craft. So, just curious, what do you think of that versus having the PC where everything is being learned in one location?
Okay, real quick. Real quick. So you when you're not talking, your mic and everybody else is talking, your mic starts messing up. So then when you're talking and we're not talking, your mic doesn't mess up. So Zip and Alan, if we could mute up whenever he's talking, that way.
It's a big noise. It's a big noise there. I don't know if it's me or what. Now the noise is gone.
Okay, so the noise is from. So this is what the noise is from. When we start talking and you're unmuted, it's gonna make noise. There's something going on with either your connection or something. But it's as long as we're muted and you're talking, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know what we do. You hear me?
I hear you perfectly.
Okay, good. All right. On your question, before you go on this territory, some guy train you. You have the opportunity to go to any state, any territory, and you learn in the process of working. And you have people behind the scenes that talk to you and say, don't do this, don't do that, because blah, 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 whatever. And you learn from these old timers. Right now, it's not too many territories for, Puerto Rico still up, and it's different, big time different. So you see WWE, they have their own performance center in where they're going to teach their guys how to, dance, let's call it that way. Or like a model walk in a path, So before you have that opportunity to work with so many old timers, and some of them teach you, help you. This time, these guys they already come, uh, let's say 75% cook, and the other 25% they're gonna perform it in the ring, which all those trainers, or different trainers are gonna be there watching them and teach them. Don't do this. Why? Because this, because that. And that way you go manage this guy to make the ball and get the ball running. You know, and like I said, those guys are willing to break their back working because they want to make it. And they work hard. They're very smart guys, uh, hungry. They want to make it all the way to the top because they know it's money. It's money there. So
Yes.
bad that some of those guys, probably big guys, don't have the opportunity because whatever. But hey, it's life after any company. But right now in uh, uh, in that performance center, you have trainers, brother, working with these guys. I mean, unbelievable. It's very, very, very good what they doing. And so I say I'm gonna move myself to Florida to be close to them and working. But right now we working. I mean, we are traveling to Mexico every 2 weeks. You know, uh,
Yes.
with these shows. Uh, we just come back Sunday, and in 2 weeks we going back. It's a big show coming up. And a big pay-per-view coming up. And brother, I guarantee you, don't miss it. It's getting better and better every week.
Okay.
We're definitely looking forward to it, brother.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So real
Triple A,
quick before we
that
move,
combination is great. I mean,
you said what?
that combination of WWE and Triple A is great.
Agree. Um, Now real quick before we move on to Friday Night SmackDown, I actually have a question for you, Alan Williams. Um, what? So I know you played football in Japan. I know you in the Navy, but what got you into the wrestling world, man?
Oh man, just being a little kid, man. Just watching wrestling when I was, a child. Growing up watching, the Monday Night Wars. Watching Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Nitro, things of that nature. Uh, Cousin Shelton Benjamin. So, yeah, yeah, we from Orangeburg,
South
South
Carolina,
Carolina,
South
man. So
Carolina
yeah,
stick together, man. They
so
stick
Yes,
together.
sir.
yeah,
You know it.
if you look at the autobiography of Shelton, man, when they WWE did it, my daddy was the little cop that they interviewed. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, just being in that realm, man. Looking at the being on that VHS tapes, recording all the WrestleManias or all the this the Starcades and stuff like that, man. I just always been a wrestling fan, so when I got a little successful and stuff like that, man, I just wanted to get back into that. So that's why I do on my off time, just on my free time, and like I say, I'll be in Puerto Rico for his show. So I love his show. I love the athletes that he has. He has stellar athletes. And like I said, they cross path into Denver and to Puerto Rico there. And yeah, and I know now he's doing AAA, which is big.
That's right.
Yeah, which is a big deal. You know, I always say he's one of the ones that needs to be recognized, and because he did the work, he had the potential, he did everything. So I always say that anything he needs, I got his back. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now y'all
You
ready?
know what? I have got to ask. I have got to ask. Savio, are you in the WWE Hall of Fame? And if not, we are going to start the movement right here, beginning today from here on
Yes,
out.
sir.
I kid you not, every single week I will sit here and tote the horn for this one. So are you in the WWE Hall of
I'm
Fame?
not in a Hall of Fame yet, but I'm in a Hall of Fame in my hometown, in Vega Alta, Puerto
Yes.
Rico. I'm happy with
Okay.
that. I maybe be there one day. I don't know. I'm not rushed.
Well,
Happy
you know what? We're starting the movement. We are starting the movement for you
Yes, sir. Every week, every Tuesday and
every
Thursday.
week.
We're doing it
I already.
Thursdays too. So every Tuesday and
One
Thursdays.
of the things that I always say is that I passed already there because in '96 I inducted Pedro Morales. And
Yes.
happy for that. Happy. That I have the opportunity to induct him in that year. And
Yes.
I
Yes.
already went through there.
You know what I got to
But
tell you, Savio? When I was young and watching wrestling, Pedro Morales was one of my favorite wrestlers.
thank you,
He truly was.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
Yeah.
So
much.
So
We work hard. We work hard when we there. All the talents. All the talents that work in WWE through the years. They've been working hard. In the company. That's why we could say that company is the number one right now. Uh, you know because the professionals that is there. Uh, Everything have to be A1. You know. Because that's the way it should be. If you want to do something, uh, let's do it right. You know, and WWE is doing it right. It's doing a great show. It's a fantastic people behind the scenes. From the guy that pulled the cables and put the chairs till the director and bookers. It's a bunch of professional people, uh, and I love that. I love working with them because everything is A1. Uh, Anything, nothing is perfect, of course. Because things happening. Uh, but that's good to happen. So it's time to fix it and make it better and better, especially with the talent, special television, anything with the ring. I mean, you have people working uh, hard to get that performer, number one. So I'm happy to be honest. I'm happy working with them, especially with this team, from Mexico. Uh, of course, it's my language, Spanish, which is, how to go deep into their head with what we're doing. We have Becca Wolf there. We got Lindsay, which they're Puerto Ricans too. Ricky Banderas, and we work with that. You got Pete. You got a bunch of talent behind the scenes working hard to get this production to be number one. And you see, it's gonna be number one.
yes, sir. Can't wait.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes, go ahead.
so going into Friday Night SmackDown, Cody Rhodes started off the show. He came out, said he's still here even with his injuries. He's still here to fight and he's still here to go. So then Ricky Saints came out for his debut, and he came out and basically said him and Cody's going to go at it, and they're going to run a match. So which led to the main event was Cody Rhodes and Ricky Saints, which was honestly a great match. I liked the match. Zip, how did you feel about that segment?
You know, I really do like Ricky Saints. I liked him ever since he was before he was in the WWE, before he was in NXT. A lot of us saw him from before he was even in AEW when he was the NWA champion. So he has a lot of potential to be big. And I think the WWE tried to showcase him as having a lot of potential by letting his first main roster match being with Cody Rhodes, who is the face of the WWE. So I'm glad to see that he was at least given a showcase match to show his abilities. And you know what? I thought the segment was a good introduction to him. I believe there's a lot of big things on the horizon for Ricky Saints. I think he's a name that we're going to need to know because he's really good.
All right. Alan, you there?
I'm here. So
What's your
yes,
thoughts on it?
just man, Ricky Saints he's a talent. Just it's a good introduction. And I think that once you get that introduction, you should go ahead and bite it and take it. So take advantage. He needs to do what he needs to do, and that's it, man. They're setting him up, so let him do what he has to do. And he'll be okay. Uncle T.O., I got you. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Sincerely, thank you, man. Definitely appreciate it. And I assure you, every time before we sign off, I will be from the top of the hills. I will be yelling Savio for the Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir. Sammy of the Hall of Fame. Before you leave, could you let them know one last time about your promotion? You're muted.
Savio, you muted.
Here. Okay, right there.
Okay,
All right.
there you
Yeah,
go.
go on iwapuertorico.com, iwapuertorico.com, or to subscribe on YouTube, IWA Puerto Rico on YouTube. Go there, check my company, check the videos, check what's going on in my company. We have a show next week, and we have bunch of material. They're coming out pretty soon. So watch iwapuertorico.com on the website, also on Instagram, Facebook, IWA Puerto Rico. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
For coming on.
Take care.
Thank you,
Yes,
T.O.
Okay, bye bye.
Alan, we greatly do thank you and appreciate that. It's not every day you get to speak to a legend like Mr. Savio Vega, so definitely thank you.
Yeah,
Most definitely, man. He's willing to come on, so I was like, let's come on for a little bit. He's busy, so yeah.
And Salvio, man, much appreciated for you coming on, man.
Definitely.
Now our next thing on the list after the Cody Rhodes promo, you had R-Truth and Damien Priest versus Axiom and Frasier for the tag team titles, which I kind of thought this match was a little funny because R-Truth ended up getting knocked out the ring, which honestly, I love R-Truth, man. R-Truth is one of my top 3 in my favorites. But R-Truth got knocked out the ring, and Damien Priest had to handle a 2-on-1, hit him with the fall from grace, man, and won the match. How do you feel about it, Zip Zap?
I have got to say, R-Truth is a guy who simply gets wrestling. Yes, everyone wants to be the world champ. Everyone wants to be the number one guy. But sometimes you can just be comfortable being the best version of yourself that you can inside of that ring. R-Truth has been a world champion outside of the WWE. Okay, so he's been to the top, and he gets wrestling on such a different level that it just connects with everyone who watches. You don't even have to be a wrestling fan to watch an R-Truth match and just get caught up in it. He's just so good. That being said, I loved everything about this match. I love the fact that our truth, the spot where he gets knocked out, the part where Damien Priest just goes insane and goes into beast mode. Everything clicked on this one. They truly are right now one of the more entertaining tag teams, not just tag teams, one of the more entertaining segments that's going in wrestling today, period.
For sure. So how you feel about it, Mr. Allen Williams?
Oh man, R-Truth is my guy. That's just my guy from old school Ron Killings to R-Truth, man.
Yes.
Just being, I think being the type of person that he is, knowing where he came from in North Carolina, knowing how he came up, bro. R-Truth has the best, like, just spotlight because he's liked by everybody. And when you can be liked by everybody and you had the fans that fought for you when they try to let
Yes.
you go, you can't beat that. You don't need a belt. You get what I'm saying? That's just him. That's just who he is. You get what I'm saying? So pretty much R-Truth is in the best position, man. Like some wrestlers, like they need belts or they need this recognition or that recognition. R-Truth, he don't need anything.
Nope.
He is literally the people's champion.
Yes, he don't need anything, and everybody loves him. He is the way he is.
One of the
As
greats,
that,
man.
yeah. So no competition.
And it's not just WWE days. You can take it back to when he first started. He was doing this when he first started. This man came out
Yes.
rapping and everything. Like, R-Truth was funny, and that's not only is he a great wrestler, he's funny, he's entertaining, he's everything you want to see when it comes to wrestling entertainment. When it comes to wrestling in general. So that match itself was a banger. Everybody knows that match was a banger. Sorry, y'all. I actually messed up. The match before the main event was actually the Usos versus the MFTs, right? So Cody Rhodes versus Riccy Saints. It ended in a DQ. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it ended in a DQ. If not, Cody Rhodes got the pin. But I'm pretty sure they ended it in a DQ because Gunther came out and put Cody Rhodes in a chokehold and put him to sleep, and Cody Rhodes went to sleep, and then Gunther held up the title and said he's coming for this title, basically.
Yeah, if I could jump in for a quick second on this one. Cody did indeed hit the crossroads on Riccy Saints to get the win. But right after the match, when he held the belt up, that's when Gunther jumped him from behind, put him in a sleeper, and it's pretty shown that that's going to be the next major feud for Cody.
Yep, for sure.
Which is a good one. Which will be a good one because Gunther is a monster heel. He's really good at, in his role as the wrestling machine. So this should be very interesting.
How do you feel about it, Alan?
Gunther's Gunther, bro. Like, I call him that just original pale wrestler. Like he's like he's basic.
I get what you mean. No, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, he's intimidating. He don't do anything extra. He ain't got the spotlight. He ain't got the lights. He ain't got the fireworks. He just come out.
Right.
And what else can you do? He comes out when you could be like this authentic and pale and just like just basic. What else can you do? Like, and you still get attention. Like, that's what I see. He's pale, he comes out. He comes out old school, like when the wrestling
Yes.
when they first like started, like we ain't had all these fashion lights and smoke and fireworks and elegant wardrobes. He comes out this pale, this typical wrestling shorts,
You
that
know,
typical
Alan,
wrestling, huh?
Alan, when I had somebody ask me not too long ago, what is it that how would I describe Gunther? And my exact words were, if you could take a typical wrestler from the 80s,
Mm,
forget the gimmicks. Just
yes,
picture the wrestler in the 80s using a
yeah,
sleeper as a finish. That
Bob
is what
Backlund.
Gunther is. Yes, 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 absolutely. He's
Just
Bob
simple.
Backlund with a sleeper
Hey,
instead of the
hey,
chicken
just
wing. He
simple.
uses the sleeper.
Just a simple little outfit, simple little wrestling shorts, no wardrobe, no nothing. That big wrestling head, that wrestling look.
Get in the ring, get grimy, get dirty, and
Yeah,
get it done.
and get it done and get out. That's it.
Yes.
So,
For sure. Now, our next thing on the thing, Miz, Kid Wilson, and Danhausen all came out, which Miz ended up shaking Danhausen's hand, saying he would be his mentor, but that was all a trick. That was all a lie. So Miz and Kid Wilson decides to jump Danhausen, and then backstage Danhausen goes down and Peter says he wants a match, and they said he has to find a tag team partner at Backlash. So there's going to be a match. Who do y'all think Danhausen mystery tag team partner is?
You know what, Alan? Please take the stage on this one. Who do you think it's going to be?
man, boy, this is interesting. I I have no clue, man. I pretty much, I mean, I think outside the box a little bit. I, I really don't know. I really don't know. You know, maybe it's one of the ones that they let go.
Very
You never
possible.
know.
So
Yeah,
I
you
actually have
never
a
You,
know.
great one. I got a great one. Right? R Truth. R
Nah,
Truth and
it,
Dan.
it it can't be. It can't
it
be.
can't be, bro.
Or listen, John Cena. But when they play John Cena's music, he doesn't come out. It's just like, a gimmick, like you can't see him.
Nobody can see
Like,
him. I
like,
get it.
bro. I'm going outside the box. I'm going to I'm going to maybe a surprise Gothic Mac Hardy or a surprise
That could
one of these
happen.
guys. Yeah, or one of these guys who they let go. You know what I'm saying? And they came back. It's just,
I mean,
man. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if it be Sting.
You know what? I'm with you guys. This could literally be anyone. It could be a new person being coming up from NXT. It could be
Mm-hmm.
somebody who was released. It could be somebody on the roster we're
Mm-hmm.
just not thinking of. They haven't given us any hints or clues as to
Mm-hmm.
who this may be. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they're going to go with this. But I imagine whoever it is, it's going to have to be somebody. See, I don't know. Is it somebody else with a comedic edge, or is it somebody that's going to be more straight face and doesn't play around? Yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with this. I am interested though. They do have me interested.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. I am interested. Now our main event. Actually, before our main event, Sami Zayn went out and unalive the gingerbread man. He took out the gingerbread man. Gingerbread man ain't taking it back. So Trick Williams said, Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers came out and said, you know what? You want to mess with gingerbread man? You want to take out my homie? You know what? I'll see you at Backlash. And I think he's going to whoop that Trick all over Sammy, man. Sammy ain't standing a
Mm-hmm.
chance. Come on. This boy from the Incas, man. Come on.
Oh, he whipping that Trick, man. That's South Carolina. That's Columbia, South Carolina, all the way. He gonna whip that Trick.
Yes,
So
sir.
I don't give a damn what you gonna say. He gonna whip that Trick. and he gonna
South
represent.
Carolina
So
stand up.
that's
You
right,
know what?
Gamecock
I,
baby.
I, I gotta say, yes, I believe Trick is going to win. However, I gotta tell you guys, Sami Zayn is the MVP of this entire feud. He is so over the. Remember this, Trick is still relatively new to the main roster.
Hmm.
Putting him with Sammy was the single best thing for him because Sammy, remember, he was a face and Trick was the heel. They
That's right.
switched roles before
Hmm.
anybody realized that they switched roles. Sammy can has made it so people who like him don't like him. Trick is popular, so people are going to gravitate toward him. But when they get in the ring, Trick is going to look great. Not just because he's good, but because Sammy knows how to feed into what Trick gives him to help him look even better. So I really like these two as just a pairing. I think they match each other's skills really well. Like I said, Sammy is truly an MVP in this in their feud because I don't. It's not to say Trick wouldn't have gotten over it. He always would have. But having somebody like Sammy to work with first only went to help drive him, move him up the ladder quicker. So kudos to both of them. They're going to have an amazing match. Probably one of the best matches at Backlash. They're going to be great.
Most
So,
most definitely, and I would be there to see it.
hey, if you could post some videos on your story on Instagram, that way I can check them out, man. Or
Yes, sir.
post them on your reels, man. I go through them, like them, man. Hey,
Nope,
that way,
most
hey,
definitely.
everybody. Alan Williams will be at Backlash, so stay tuned for that. Go check him out on Instagram. You got a YouTube channel they can check you out on?
Yeah, I got my YouTube channel. It's gonna be Allen_Williams 45. You know what I mean? I used to like, play my, I used to like do like little video games and stuff and be on live and
Okay.
stuff like that. But kind of took a little hiatus on that. But over there, I start back. So, but yeah, man, I got some stuff out there. But I'm mostly highly on Instagram, Facebook. Um, and things of that nature. TikTok, I'm gradually learning that. You know what I'm saying? But the Instagram and the Facebook, I'm actually prominent on.
For sure. Everybody go check him out on YouTube. Check out his TikTok. Check out his Instagram. His Instagram is right there. Right there. His name is his Instagram right there. You gotta go check it out. And also, our main event, the
Yeah,
Usos versus the
Jacob.
MFTs. Jacob ends up
Yes.
destroying the MFTs. Destroys them. Walks past the Usos. Walks up the ramp. Says, "Tell Roman I'm coming for him on Monday. See him. Tell him I'll see him on Monday."
Now, see, I love Jacob Fatu. I used to watch Jacob Fatu in the Indies. He used to come to Colorado
Yes.
all the time. Um, and I knew he was a force, man. Like he just was different. You know what I'm saying? And then the reason why I like Jacob Fatu because he went through hell and back. He got a story. Um, man, he just real authentic. He's about his family. You know that part of the story is true. Roman knows that. So that part of the story is true, man. He loved his family. He loved his 7 kids. He loved his wife. He loved, he's all, you know, when he used to work at Home Depot and box and do and pack up boxes and stuff. Just
It's
the
real.
the the net, yeah, just the grind and the hustle that he did, serving time, and stuff like that. And WWE giving him a shot. Big blow for AEW. I'm sorry. You should have took him, but WWE knew. People make
Facts.
mistakes. People make mistakes, and he had his head on his shoulder, man. And every podcast, every interview he go to, man, that's what he talks about. How he used to be happy stocking those boxes up at Home Depot. How he's happy, being out here. And now he's this guy, and he's supporting his family. He always talks about his family. So, man, with a natural grind like that, a natural story like that, man, Jacob Fatu all the way.
That, I mean, I don't, I don't think he's going to beat Roman, but we're talking about one of a kind.
You know what? I gotta tell you, I don't think this Backlash match is about him beating Roman. I really don't. I think we're going to be introduced to either an entirely new faction run by Jacob. Now the question is it going to be somebody like Tama Tonga and Tola Tonga joining him? Or are we going to see some new guys? Perhaps his brother, who is also an indie wrestler, Journey Fatu, perhaps his brother or his cousin Zilla finally get the call up. We don't know, but something tells me it's more than just Jacob versus Roman that we're going to see. I think this might actually just be the beginning of a long story and feud between the two.
So
you make sense.
Actually, Zilla Fatu actually has a title match this week before the Backlash.
HOG
Backlash, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah.
And if he loses the title, I'm saying it, and I've been saying this. I said that he was going to do it at WrestleMania, but Zip was right about that. It's not going to happen at WrestleMania. They needed to grow him, and he's been with all these WWE content creators, and he's been on WWE interviews. Yeah, he's been on the WWE main page. Now everybody knows who he is. Zilla Fatu is growing, and if he loses the title, this is where he comes out. If not, it ain't Zilla. It ain't gonna be Zilla. I don't think he comes in with the Indies title, man.
No, but it makes sense the way he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. You got his two brothers in him, and then you got the Roman and the Usos. So it kind of makes sense. Like setting them guys up to clash. You know what I'm saying? And create a storyline. So it'll be a great
Exactly.
storyline.
This is just, you're not going to do this just to have it be one match and then move on. This is something that if you write it the right way, you can ride this wave for a while. You know what I mean? A lot of people love Roman Reigns, but there's a lot of people who like what Jacob is about. We like the fact that, hey, we feel like we were that guy. That we did grind, but this is a guy who grinded and was able to make it. So we can see part of ourselves in Jacob. So there's a lot of people, if you listen, yes, people will boo him because he's going against Roman, but a lot of people have stuck with him and cheered him because of who he is. And we can all understand wanting better for our family at any cost. So.
Before we get into Monday Night Raw, I'm going to read this off to y'all. This is from Austin Creed. For the past 16 years, WWE has been my home. It's where I grew up and found and failed and learned and got to live out things that younger version of me dreamed about. When I first walked into FCW, I just wanted a chance to prove I belong and to bring something different to professional wrestling. The chance became a life full of memories, moments I'll carry with me forever. WrestleMania championships, King of the Ring, arenas around the world, and the gift of connecting with all of you by being myself. The New Day gave me a bond with Kofi Kingston and Big E that I'll cherish for life. You believed in us even when our ideas were wild. And because of that, we got to show people that being apologetic yourself is a strength. Uptown, down, down became another piece of that same mission, a place for joy, friendships, and humanity. I'm so thankful to everyone, past and present, who helped build it brick by brick. To the locker room, pr- production, trainers, crew, camera teams, ring crew, everyone behind the scenes that prop. Thank you, WWE has the most special and the hardest working prop department that you'll ever find. Love you guys, and none of this happens without you. And to everyone who has been part of the ride, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for letting Xavier Woods. Thank you for believing in Xavier Woods. Thank you for giving me the confidence to walk away as Austin Creed.
That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
So he's not going by Xavier Woods no more. It's Austin Creed. I think after the contract thing, because he can't go nowhere for 9 months because he was still under contract. After that, I think he's going to the AEW as Austin Creed. But first off, thank you, Xavier Woods, and thank you, Austin Creed. Thank you to both. Thank you, Kofi Kingston, as well. Anything y'all would like to add to that?
Yeah, Alan, would you like to pick it up from there?
Yeah, it's just uh, business and politics, man. You just gotta deal with it, and that's just the way it
Facts.
is sometimes. But all those guys, man, Xavier and Kofi, man, they're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna be okay. You got Hall of Famers like the Hardy Boys in TNA, man. They chilling.
Yep.
They know they place. They chilling. Um, they can get called up anytime, and do a main event on WWE if they want to, but they choose to chill. They like
That
what they're doing. They pretty much put their own schedule out. So sometimes it's time to just take a back seat a little bit, chill out. It's unfortunate Big E got that injury, but he's pursuing his career in broadcasting and doing things of that nature. But just it's good as just take a back seat, figure out, if you want to do something with Kofi or you just want to come out full blown. You want to come out at consequences read or
That's right.
yeah, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, figure it out. And Kofi, figure it out. If you want to be Jamaican Kofi, or you want to be African Kofi, or
Please,
you want to be
please
just
let him bring that back. Please bring it
yeah,
back.
yeah, or just figure it out. You know, Xavier had a lot of a lot of gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? I like that consequence creed. I like that, that Rocky consequence creed with the
Yeah,
Rocky shorts,
yeah, yes, yes.
with the afro. I like that, but he has many talents, come out as a nerdy that gamer, you know what I'm saying, and you get rough and then you fuck people up. I don't know,
But you
because he
know what?
like games.
Here's what we do know now. Both Kofi and Austin Creed can now take time to reinvent themselves, whichever way they want.
Yes.
Okay. I agree with what Alan said 100%. That when Big E got injured, it was never quite the same because Big E played such a huge part. into what they were. And when he got injured, it really tore the heart and soul of the group. However, that ended up leading us to what I still say was the most emotional moment of wrestling of the entire year, because there was not a single person who did not hate Kofi and Austin Creed when they turned their back on Big E. Everyone in the wrestling community couldn't stand the New Day. For at least a couple of weeks, we were like, "Oh, come on! How could even hardcore fans who know the deal, even we couldn't believe that."
That's right.
And what did the WWE to do to capitalize on that? Nothing. And I think that was the final straw for Kofi and Austin Creed. We were the hottest thing in wrestling for a couple of weeks. We had the storyline. Everyone wanted to know what was happening. We were always the good guys. We finally were on top of the mountain as heels, and you did nothing with us.
That's right.
And now they get a chance to revamp their image. They can go anywhere they want. They want to go to Japan, they'll take them. They want to go to AEW, they'll go. They want to go to TNA, MLW, HOG, wherever, you name it. They want to go to IWA. I'm sure Savio would love to have them make an appearance. Go to AAA, whatever, you name it. There would be an interest in them because they are that good.
You know how cool that would be to see him in IWA?
I think it would be awesome.
Yeah, we had Elias, all of them, they were there. So and
did you walk with him?
Matt Ripple was there. So
that's right.
So you never know. You never know who pops up.
Okay, so we got 4 things to talk about on Monday Night Raw. Because one thing is like basically 3 things that happened at the start of Monday Night Raw, right? So Roman Reigns popped up, found out Jake Fatu wasn't there yet. He was going to go walk out. Seth Rollins ends up. We get a little face-off right there between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Sign me up for that match anyways. Then Seth Rollins goes out to go talk about Braun Breaker. Ends up getting beat up by Braun Breaker, which, man, talk about a way to start off Monday Night Raw.
It's been a theme lately. Every time Seth shows up, he gets jumped by Braun. We'll see if that happens again later on in the show.
Yeah, just setting up Braun. He came from injury, man. Just setting him up. He's a freak of nature, man. He has the talent. He has the look. I'm not going from his dad. I'm just going from him. I don't have to compare him to his dad because I pretty much seen Braun Breaker doing his own thing. Without recognition of Scott Steiner. He's just doing his thing. So yeah, he's one of those persons where not no disrespect, but he's like, hey, look, I want to do this for me, and yes, my dad was in this business for a long time, but he's setting the name for himself. So that's what I like about Braun Breaker.
I agree with you. I do wish he did use the Steiner name though, because I think that name carries some weight. When you think of a Steiner, you just know you're talking about a tough guy. Just in general, you're talking about a guy with an athletic background. You're talking generally a tough man. You're talking about a guy who has a bit of a lineage. I respect the fact that he's making it on his own terms, but I really do just deep down wish that he went under the Steiner name, but so be it. I'm proud of him. And I think he's shown that he will be a main event player for many years.
Most definitely.
Now the next thing that happened, Joe Hendry and Joe Hendry came out and did his little song Fire, Logan Paul. That song, and then Austin Theory and Joe Hendry ended up having a match, which Joe Hendry got the win. Then they decided it ended in a DQ. Logan Paul came in and jumped Joe Henry. Then the Street Profits came out. Then Braun Breaker attacked the Street Profits. Then Seth Rollins came back out. Which Seth Rollins was about to stomp Braun Breaker. Montez Ford went to go jump over him to get all the other guys, took them all out. And then Braun Breaker eventually got up and gave Seth Rollins a spear. How do we feel about the whole segment?
Say his name and he appears. Yo, every time Seth shows up, Braun Breaker is not far behind. He's just not. I feel like every time we see Seth, you got to start looking around you, bro. play on a swivel. Braun is coming for you.
You think it's something wrapping up with Seth and Braun in the future?
Oh yeah. There's going to be a huge payoff to this eventually. Seth has to get his win back eventually. He has to get his win, but Braun is so young that even a loss is not going to affect him. You know what I mean? This is nothing. Yeah. This is still part of his learning curve. But he's already being portrayed as a top guy, so it's all well and good. But I need to just backtrack for 1 second. Can we all give an applause to Montez Ford? That dive he did when he ran by Seth Rollins. Did you guys see how far he cleared when he jumped over the turnbuckle, over the ring post, and landed on them? Holy crap. That was amazing.
Yeah, and he's one of the guys, man. I think that they need a guy to go ahead and is like, hey, give him his boost, man. Montez was doing that for years. He go ahead and break off, man, do his thing. Yeah.
So our next
Alan, I gotta tell you, that's one of my fears, is that they'll do that and then misuse them.
Yeah.
Next thing, Finn Balor versus JD McDonough, which Roxanne and the Judgment Day had interference, which led to JD McDonough getting the win, and they ended up jumping Finn Balor. I still think Roxanne's going to end up turning on Liv. I still have a feeling that it's coming. How do you feel about this, Alan?
It's coming, they got to set it up, but it's definitely coming. I see the same thing that you're seeing, Live is just live. So, you never know what live you're going to get. So, yeah, I feel that myself.
Yeah, I think we can all see this one coming a mile away. Eventually, Roxy will become a face, end up siding with Finn. The whole question is, what does Raquel do? Does she remain a heel? Does she decide to go after Liv in the title? But I need to say this because I have a thing for guys who are under the radar but put in work. JD McDonough could be a star if they ever decided to push him and get behind him. Right now, I know he's just a talent. He's putting other people over for the most part. But that guy can go in the ring, and you saw it when they put him in there with Finn. JD McDonough can hold his own.
Agree. Our next match, Rusev and Ethan Page versus Javon Evans and Pinta, which Ethan Page actually got the pin. Ethan Page and Rusev got the win. I think it's a great way to start out Ethan Page's career on Raw, to start out his career on the main roster. I mean, yeah, he had his career on, which don't get me wrong, Ethan Page had the top of the notch of an NXT career.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did. But, man, Javon Evans.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, but, yeah, I get it, but, Javon Evans, you gotta understand, like, it's rarely you see a 21-year-old, 22-year-old start like that, and break barriers like that. So he has plenty of room, plenty of space, Of course, he's gonna have some matches that don't make sense, But you're not gonna be able to stop a good talent like that. So
Agree.
He's going to be
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, just really quick on this one. You're absolutely right. Javon is still in that learning curve where you're gonna gravitate to him because he flies higher than everybody else. Yeah, his talent is undeniable. But every now and then we are gonna have matches where it's just like it doesn't quite fit what we think should be happening, but we just have to accept that this is just his path as a young wrestler. So and props to all I can think is Ego. I can't think of his name right now. Ego. Ethan Page. Props to Ethan Page because he's really good. And you know what? With the charisma and I think he has a natural hateability about him, if you will. The term a natural hateability. He's a natural heel that I think he's going to go far in the WWE. I really do.
So,
I agree.
So our next thing that happened, so Ruca signed her contract, officially signed to Monday Night Raw. Becky Lynch came out. So I think this is going to lead to an Intercontinental title shot. But the thing about it, after Becky got done with her promo, so Ruca hit her. Can we talk about So Ruca's finisher real quick? Can we just talk about it? Like that Soul Snatcher?
Almost one of the best finishes in the game right now.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Yeah. Bar none. Bar none, you know. I guess it matches her personality, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great, that feud. I think everything's going to lead up good. It's going to be interesting. But our next thing is Oba Vimi. You know, he had his open challenge, and Tasama answered it, right? But the thing is, Tasama got in that ring, looked at Oba, said, hell no, this ain't for me. Otis said, all right, I'll take him. And honestly, it was a good, quick match. Oba used his brain to pick him up, and not only did he pick him up, he picked up somebody that almost weighs 400 pounds and picked him up and slammed him. And it didn't make Otis look bad because they both got hits in, and they both stood up. They both kept standing. So it was a good match. What was y'all's thoughts on it?
Man, this Otis, man, in general, man, great person. Just the way he just right now, you know, the way he's being used and the way he just okay, you know, I'm just go with the flow. And you know, Otis can be a dominant force, you know what I mean? But you know, as WWE, they trying to find some ways to use him and stuff like that, man. But they, you know, he needs to be used. I just don't know how, you know, it's because he can be he's a great guy, but he can also be a great heel as well. You just got to know how to use him. Right now they're just probably trying to find ways to use him, but kudos to Otis, man, just hanging in there and doing what he had to do. But they should use him more. They should use him that size, you know, his mobility and things of that nature, being that size, you know. That's just my opinion.
Nah, you're spot on that. I'm going to keep it real brief just by saying I agree with everything you just said. I think Otis would be a tremendous heel if they ever wanted to really make him into a monster heel. But just talking specifically about this match, I didn't even need to see the power bomb at the end. Once Oba threw Otis,
him.
I was forget it. You know what? I'm done. I don't need to see no more. It was just a freakish thing of nature to actually see. So a good showing by both of them. Otis is a truly an underrated talent.
Now, this is our last topic. For our last topic, we have the main event of Monday Night Raw. You had Roman Reigns and I was about to say Solo, Jacob Fatu for the contract signing. Tom of Death Grip. You know how it went. Roman said he's doing this for everybody's family. He's doing
That's
this
right.
for multiple generations. You're worried about your 7 kids. I'm worried about all the Samoan kids. I'm worried about everyone. I'm worried about bringing all of them up with me, right? And then he said, basically Roman went off on him, and then Jacob just lost it, man. Jacob hit him with the Tom of Death Grip, which, like Zip said, pointing out what Zip said, he's not doing it right, which I'll let Zip touch more on that because he brought it up. But yeah, put him through the table. They went back and forth. Roman tried to get him with a Superman punch, and it just didn't work. Zip, you want to start us off on this one?
Yeah, I'll keep this one simple. We know what Jacob Fatu brought to the table. He said it last week. He said, listen, this is about my family wanting better for them. This week, they had to do something with Roman. They couldn't have Roman do a regular promo because it wouldn't have matched what Jacob was bringing to the table. So when they sat with Roman, and Roman said, I have to look after the whole family. They had to humanize Roman for us to relate, because all of us can understand as men, we want better for our family. We will do nearly anything if times get desperate to do better for our family. So even though Jacob was a heel, we felt him. Now they had to bridge. Now, since he was the heel, they had to draw us back to Roman. Roman says, I'm looking at more than just a family. I'm looking at the entire family. You're looking at just you. I'm looking at everyone. So I like the contrast that they had to bring it back to that, to make it about one man looking at it. It's like looking at a grandfather looking back and seeing everyone versus just looking at the father looking at his. You understand what I'm saying? So I like the contrast that how they played it off, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I do expect Roman to win, but it doesn't matter because I think there's a bigger story at play.
Yeah, and I agree. But they put this picture perfect, knowing that Jacob Fatu, how he loves his family, how he talks about his family, how he talk about his grind, his grit, how he talk about his 7 kids and stuff like that. Even looking at all the interviews and stuff that he did, so it makes perfect sense, perfect match. Knowing Roman to take that role, say, "Hey, look, I'm looking out for everybody." So it's just a perfect sense. It makes the match, and they know each other, so it's like back in uh when they were small and playing in that room, yeah, that back room. So it's gonna be good.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can't wait to see it. Now, real quick to end us off, Alan Williams, can you tell us about your Instagram one last time and let the people know that you're going to be a Backlash?
Yeah, most definitely, man. My Instagram is Allen_Williams45. You can look at me YouTube, not YouTube, yeah, YouTube as well, and also Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna be live and direct at Backlash, man. And from after Backlash, that next week I'll be at IWA Puerto Rico. So yeah, we with Tio Savio Vega. So yeah, and then after that, 31st, 30th, the 31st. Um, NFL legend Ricky Sapp and his football camp be helping the system with that. So yeah.
Okay. So real quick, it's the IWA, right?
Yeah, IWA
IWA.
International Wrestling Association.
So make sure y'all go follow IWA Puerto Rico on YouTube. Go
Hmm.
subscribe to the channel, please. Salvio Vega would appreciate it. We would appreciate it. Please do it for us, y'all. And Zip Zap, one last time, tell them about your TikTok.
Yeah, please come and find me. That's Boombox at on TikTok, and as always, get used to hearing me say this: Savio Vega for the WWE Hall of Fame. Let's
Yes.
go,
I
baby.
agree. Let's get
And
it.
as always, this is Robert with the Not Move Podcast, and we had two very special guests, Salvio Vega and Alan Williams, man. Two
Yes,
very
sir.
special guests. Great show tonight, y'all. Thank you for coming out, Alan Williams. It's been an honor, man. Hey, thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
The Not Move Podcast is fueled by
Gentlemen,
W
y'all.
Energy. Smooth, jitter-free focus, and flavors that slap. Mango, berry, watermelon. Whatever gets you locked in, they've got it. Hit up w.gg, use promo code NOTMOVED, and snag 10% off your order. Stay not moved, stay energized.
Known with Friday nights, 9 Eastern. It's the Dribble NBA edition on the Not Move Podcast. We break down the week, the trades, the highlights, everything around the league. Tap in, chop it up with us, and get the takes that move the game forward. Stay not moved.
The Not Moved podcast drop is here. Snapbacks, hoodies, mugs, stickers, totes, everything you need to rep the convo everywhere you go. Limited run, unlimited style. Tap the link, fill the cart, and
tap into the Not Move podcast every Friday night at 8 Eastern.
We're bringing the scrap sheet, UFC edition.
Every jab, every takedown, every headline.
All the fights, all the drama, all the picks, right here.
Watch live on YouTube or listen anywhere you get your podcast. Hit follow, hit subscribe.
And stay not moved.
Need some new Not Move drip? The In the Wickets hoodie just dropped. Super soft fleece, heavyweight feel, and the official NMP patch on the sleeve. Tap add to cart, check out, and let us handle the rest. In a couple days, it shows up at your door, ready to rock. Rep the podcast from the couch to the tip.
Every Thursday night, the Not Move Podcast drops a new episode of
In the Wickets,
our deep dive on everything around the NHL.
We break down the plays, the trades, the stats, and the stories that matter.
Plus a few hot takes along the way.
Join us live at 8 p.m. Eastern, or catch it on your favorite podcast app right after.
Same energy, same on.
Tuesday nights just got louder. Ringside Rewind is live every week, 9 Eastern.
We're breaking down Raw, SmackDown, and everything leading into the weekend. If it happens between the ropes, we're talking about it.
Deep dives, hot takes, and a few surprise
and
replays.
a whole lot of arguing.
Yeah, but the good kind.
Ringside
the Orphan Elimination Chamber tee just dropped. Fresh out the box. Look at this.
That print is nasty. Chain link O, silver hit. It's tough.
It's soft too, y'all. Fits right. Little drip for the Elimination Chamber weekend.
We rocking these all season.
If you're part of the Not Move fam, you already know.
Jump on it before it's
Grab
gone.
yours now at Not Move Shop.
Episode of the Not Move Podcast is brought to you by the MLB Shop. They have every team's gear, from classic caps to World Baseball Classic hoodies, all official and all ready for game day. Tap the link in our bio to head straight to the shop and snag your favorite merch.
The drop is here. NMP gear built for every day and game day. Hoodies, mugs, and the Coach Common jersey in bold gold. Rep the movement. Feel the energy. Shop new arrivals.
If you're craving baseball talk that doesn't flinch, tap in with us Monday nights at 8 Eastern.
It's the Rusty Mitt MLB edition of the Not Move Podcast. Breakdowns, debates, all the swings and misses without the fake fluff.
Join us live or catch the replay wherever you get your pods. Rusty Mitt, not moved. Stay not moved.
Attention Not Move Nation. Our first ever jersey has landed. The NMP by JB Sport Talk collab brings premium mesh, bold gold accents, and that undeniable game day energy. Plus, hoodie drop.
Today's episode of Not Moved is brought to you by Open Goal, the world's #1 backyard goal. If you love soccer but hate chasing balls into the neighbor's yard, this thing is a game changer. Its rebound net sends missed shots right back to you, and the side nets keep your landscaping and your windows safe. It's perfect for kids, for training, or just having fun.
Today's episode of the Not Moved Podcast is brought to you by Walmart.com. With our storefront in the Walmart app, you can get everything you need. Pick up or have it delivered.
We ordered dinner while recording and it showed up before we wrapped.
Better good sweet corn and burrata ravioli.
Nuri protein drinks, even St. Patrick's Day treats.
Walmart.com.
Not move, fam. Southgate edition just landed and it's fire. Check the tee. Watch out for the skis and the wickets. Hockey stick, cricket wickets, all vibes. We got hoodies, mugs, caps, beanies, whatever you need. Cop yours before they...
At the Not Move Podcast, just drop the gear.
Heavyweight hoodies, premium cotton, street ready.
Caps, mugs, and more. Every detail on point.
Whether you're hooping, tailgating, or just repping the pod, NMP fits the culture.
Limited drops. When they're gone, they're gone.
Cop yours today at notmoveshop.fourthwall.com.
Hey, JB, real quick, can you send me the link for the NFC East podcast? That way I can send it to Brian Maxwell. By the way, y'all, before we end this off, we're doing a 2K26 giveaway, WWE 2K26 giveaway. All you got to do is show proof that you're subscribed to the Not Move podcast, and that's how you get into WWE 2K26 giveaway. Also, on top of that, we also have the NFC East coming up right after this, so stay tuned for that. We're going to discuss what the Cowboys, the Commanders, the Giants, and the Eagles have done in free agency in the draft and what we think they're going to do for the season. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have Brian Maxwell on there with us as well, if any of y'all know who that is, which y'all should. Great UFC fighter, also great known wrestling Commanders fan. He's top of the notch, man. Got his own podcast. check him out if you don't. But JB, send me the link. And as always, this is Robert with the Not Move podcast. As always, stay not moved. Zip. Great show, man.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.